Lads, there are movies you watch because they're fun. There are movies you watch because they're famous. Famous people in them. But then there's movies you watch because they change a little of something inside you. And Green Book, lads, we're talking today, isn't just another movie night. It's a road trip straight into the best parts of the human spirit. If you want something nice and just light and just fun, this is the movie for you, lads. And if you haven't seen it, you're basically walking around with a blindfold on, missing some of the best lessons life has got to offer. Peter. Now, here's the thing with Green Book. Just such a wonderful, charming movie, man. These days, try telling something to watch The Green Book, and you'll hear people say, isn't it just another Oscar bait movie? Isn't it just one of those feel-good ones that actually is fake? Isn't it slow? No, lads, no. It's not fake, it's not slow, and it's not Oscar bait. It's goddamn symphony of real humanity. And played out by two absolute acting monsters. Viggo Mortensen eating his way through half the scenes like he's crab loading for the apocalypse. And then you got Mahershala Ali. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong. Mahershala, cooler than an ice bath in January, dropping one of the classiest, most heartbreaking performances you'll probably ever see. Now, let's set the stage here. It's 1962. America's still in a hot mess of racism and ignorance and segregation. Don Shirley, world-class, genius-level black belt pianist here, and is about to go on a concert tour through the deep south. Smart guy, right? Because he knows he can't just waltz through Alabama or Mississippi solo without trouble. So he hires a guy, not just any guy, he hires Tony the Lip, played by Viggo, an Italian-American nightclub bouncer from the Bronx, who thinks subtly is something you put on pizza. Those two men couldn't be more different if they tried. One's cultured, polished, poised. The other's loud, hungry, ready to punch anyone who looks at him sideways. And yet, through the brawls, insults, racist hotels, and fried chicken eaten with hands, they build something most people today can't even imagine with an Instagram therapist and 100 hours of TED Talks, real friendship. And watching these two together, it's pure cinematic magic, man. Tony Lip doesn't even pretend to understand Don Shirley at first. He says stupid stuff. He makes assumptions. He's rough, raw, borderline offensive, but he's not malicious, and he's just kind of ignorant a bit to a degree. And that's what makes it so real. That meanwhile, Don Shirley isn't some stuck-up snob either. He's kind of trapped. He's a man without a tribe, almost too black for white society, right? Too defined to lower himself and too alone to be truly understood. And then every mile they drive deeper into the south, every hotel that won't let Don stay, every cop who sneers at them, every nightclub owner who smiles fake at the piano and spits when he turns around. It changes them both. Not with big cheesy speeches, not with Instagram moments, with small actions, loyalty, with respect earned through real world crap, not hashtags and handouts here. I mean, that's why Green Book, it doesn't feel fake because it understands that racism isn't solved with a motivational poster here. Okay? It solves one mess, ugly, stubborn friendship at a time. And then when you get to the heart of it, lads, and don't worry, we're not giving anything away here, okay? Because you have to know the context of the background of the scene. And that moment when Tony, dumb, stubborn, loyal to a fault, steps up, it's heartbreaking, man, and it's also heartwarming at the same time. And when Don, proud, isolated, aching, finally lets someone stand next to him, because here's the real truth. The entire movie, it's not about fixing racism. It's about turning up and turning Tony Lip into Gandhi here. It's about two broken men finding common ground. And it's about the fact that respect and decency, they are choices. And if you make these two choices over and over, even when the world around you tells you not to bother, and that final scene, don't worry, we're not giving it away, that Christmas dinner, oh man, it just absolutely melts your heart. It hits harder than any Oscar speech ever could. Not because it's perfect, but
This is an animal.
probably sounding corny, because it's earned. So why should you watch Green Book? Because you need more than TikTok therapy and tweets, lads, and about kindness to understand people. It's because sometimes the best lessons are the messiest lessons, you know? And because friendship isn't about being the same, it's about seeing someone's scars and sitting next to them anyway. You should watch it. It's so funny. Viggo Mortensen smashing a whole bucket of KFC in Carolina, or Cadillac, is Oscar worthy on its own. Because Mahershala playing Chopin in a bar full of drunken racists is pure art. And most of all, because in a world that constantly screams us versus them, the left versus right, right versus left, all this garbage talk, Green Book quietly reminds us that real change, it can happen at a dinner table, in a car, in the little every moments where you choose again and again to see the human being sitting next to you. You know, it's so like, pour yourself a drink, put it on, take the ride, man, and trust me, lads, you'll come back a better person than you went in. And if you don't, well, maybe you're the one who needs the fried chicken after all. Green Book. Awesome.
Peter.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.